far will you go? With no guarantee, you know.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to your midweek show, live from Manchester Airport. How are we all doing, guys? You're locked into Airliners Live. It's Martin downstairs, pushing the buttons. We got Andy upstairs as well on the camera. He's going to be sunburned as a crisp shortly. The sun's out, it's glorious. You what? Why are you not talking? Are you in... I know why he's not talking. Stand by, chat. We'll get Andy on in a second. We'll get over to Matt Carmuse on the south side. How are you doing, Matty boy?
Morning, Martin. Morning, everyone. Hope everyone's okay this Wednesday morning.
Absolutely, absolutely. Looks like you've got something interesting going out to kick the show off. 767 over on the south side. And can we hear Brownie now?
Hello.
Yes, there he is.
I'm here.
There he is. How are you all doing? And there we go. Matt Cam 767 next to depart, guys. So we'll let you enjoy this screaming departure, and then we'll introduce the show. Big massive thank you to Bill Stewartson for the 5 months of crew seat membership on the Airliners Live midweek show, saying love these Wednesday jobbies, says Bill. Thank you very much, dude, and welcome back for 5 months. Huge membership recommitment with that crew seat membership. Thank you, dude. Mr. Andy B, don't know who he is, with the 30 months of premium economy membership. I'll say thank you to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
And Samuel Taylor Ackroyd, thank you very much for returning to premium economy as well, dude. I hope you're all well. Thank you very much. If you're tuning in on Twitch, hello, welcome everybody. Easily hello to you. Samza, Shirley, Dev, hope you're all well, guys. And Beastly Lucy fan, hello on Twitch. Where's Matt Cam today? He is Southside today. Yeah, welcome back, Samuel. Hope you're well, dude. A380's pushing as well, so a couple of nice departures to kick the show off. But this 767 is probably going to be the highlight of the two, I would have thought. Quite a nice catch. And did you see that bus that went past a minute ago, Andy? Did that seem to go to like Premier, or it seems to be going that way?
It's hard to see. Hang on, I'll be right back. I need to just nip off for a second.
First departure of the show, Air France Hop, heading back to Paris, Charles de Gaulle, the Embraer 190. 16 years old, that aircraft, from 2007. And Gillian, hello, saying good morning from a very cloudy and extremely wet Benidorm. This has got to be the worst holiday we've ever had. Jill, I am so sorry to hear that. Really sorry to hear that. I know Jen's brother saved up and took all his kids to Spain this week, and he said it's just not stopped raining. He's absolutely wounded. Not good at all. Hope it picks up for you guys. But here we go, 7:6 departure. And mod check on that audio when this departs, please. And Susie, thank you very much for gifting 5 Airliners Live memberships supporting the channel today. Thank you very, very much. Very kind of you. Dropping 5 memberships. Hey up, Tony Rivers. Welcome. Bill Stewartson, hello. Tom and Ann working and lurking. Hello, hello. Hey Mark, how you doing, dude? And that 24-year-old TUI 767 heading off to Paphos. 2,000-mile flight screaming out of Mat Camp. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it sounded great. And Sam, thank you very much for the $4.99. He's looking forward to the TAS Fair in July. Going to be making another video with us. Nice one, dude. We'll look forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much for supporting the channel today as well. And Debbie13, thank you very much for the business class membership. Returning member saying great channel, guys. Thank you very much, Debbie. Thanks for supporting the channel with your VIP membership. And Tina, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Loving the show this morning. And just arriving on the North Runway, the Brussels Airlines A320. And Sue Lawson returning for an extremely long time, 32 months.
Wow.
Of Airliners Live memberships. That is incredible. 32 months. Saying thanks for being such a great channel. Thank you very much for supporting us for so long as well, Sue. It really does mean a lot, that.
That's longer than me. Welcome back, Sue. Hope you're enjoying the channel.
And Craig McKelvey, brand new Premium Economy VIP. Welcome in, Craig. Thank you so much, dude, for becoming a brand new VIP. Years old, this A320-200. Quite old for an A320.
Really is.
Cheers, Loopy. And yes, there we go, Andy. Matt Cam actually just getting a shot there, that's where the bus has gone into the engine run-up bay. It looks like we have some VIP travel taking place on that 2XL charter.
Nice.
And landing on the main runway, the Iberia Express A380 in from Madrid. Nice, Chris. Hope you had a great day.
Two A320s in a row from two different flight carriers. Iberia Express, love the colours on the Iberias. I know we've had some Iberia A350s in at Manchester recently, doing some charter flights.
Laurie M. Dropping 10 Airliners Live memberships to the community. That is massive. Laurie, what are you doing up at this time?
Crazy.
Too early. Thank you very much for the mass. I need to... Right. I've got an iPad here, right? There's touchscreen. And I've got the chat. Usually I have the chat on my iPad. And I've decided to put it on the bigger screen in front of me. And I keep reaching out and touching it like an old man trying to use it like a touchscreen. What an idiot. Laurie, thank you very much for gifting 10 Airliners Live memberships this morning. Honestly, guys, your support today so far has been incredible, and it really does help cover the cost of the channel and the massive, and I'm going to say massive projects that started on Monday, and they're already mint. They're already mint. We're really hyped. Thank you so much, Laurie. That will help a lot. And Beastie also gifting an Airliners Live membership to the community. Thank you so much for that as well. Really do appreciate all the gifted memberships, guys, because it gives people in the community a chance to experience VIP. And a lot of them do end up staying on as well.
Cheers, Beastie. And Laurie, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, guys. It ain't easy being wheezy. Cheers for the 9 months of business class. Absolutely awesome. Thank you very much. And yes, we do have the Gulf Air pinging. Guys, to be honest, if you just look at the radar at Manchester at the moment, it's like hard to understand how many planes are pinging up at the minute and where they're all going to go.
It's crazy, right?
EasyJet vacating in from Jersey. And as you can see in the background of the shot, the Ryanair lining up next to depart. Ryanair off to Palma. Another following behind it for Tenerife, as we have another Ryanair landing in from Knock on the arrival runway. However, on main cam, as you all just saw, we have the King of the Skies crossing over, heading right towards Matcam for your next heavy departure. You're locked into Airliners Live, the home of the dual location stream here at Manchester, bringing you the very best views for the next few hours all around the airfield. And there it is, stunning. 6 years old, this A380. And it's going to cross straight away with no traffic to affect for the next 7 or 8 miles or so. And we also have Sun B following behind the 380 as well, operating its service out to Lanzarote. Brand new aircraft from March 2023. There it is. Getting a beautiful look at that.
There's only one.
Body but well. Thanks again, guys, for the gifted memberships as well. Appreciate that a lot.
Emirates Flight 22 sporting the default Emirates scheme today.
And Bill saying, how long ago did those sub-zero days seem now? Mate, I'm just trying to not think about those. I just want these to stay. Apparently we're going to have a really nice long hot summer according to the weather guys. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But we're keeping our fingers crossed. Listen, we don't mind the snow, the rain, the wind, as long as we get a nice summer. That's all we ask. If we get a nice summer, then fair play. You know, we've had our luck. You know, but I think last year was a particularly wet summer, or at least a miserable one anyway. So we're definitely making the most of this one. Absolutely.
Yeah, there wasn't many actual hot days last year, was there? And when they were coming around, it was like, I don't know, just like cloudy and not exciting. I love more sunny days.
And there you go, ALATC in the chat. Keep an eye on that, guys, because that is one of our moderators listening in to the broadcasts and letting us know what's happening. So anything from ALATC you know has come from the radio. And now you can see the Emirates has been cleared for takeoff. Enjoy this one. This one's going to be mega.
People in the chat saying, didn't you have a heat wave last year? Yeah, a heat wave.
A heat wave.
Yeah, which was like...
for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, probably not even that. I thought it was more like a week.
And I had COVID all the way through it. I wasn't allowed out. EasyJet in from Paris. Yeah, it's Laurie. You'll never want to see the sun again, just come to Texas.
Yeah. Because last year, like, was my first year as an adult having a garden. And it was pretty miserable. Like, there was only, like, literally a handful of days I was able to get out in the sun and lie in the sun all day.
Yeah.
And when it
Yeah,
was...
since we went full-time, it's kind of been like that.
Yeah.
I remember the year before we went full-time was just glorious sun. We had sun for like a couple of months straight.
Yeah, 2020 was nuts.
I was like, oh, mate, when we go full-time, we're going to be able to enjoy this. And then the last year and a half, we just had nothing.
Yeah.
So this is our year, mate. KLM 787-9. Operating that quite, 737-9. Operating that quite a lot recently. Usually we would see a -8 variant, but yeah, quite cool to see KLM operating the 9, which is a bit longer, a few extra seats. Must be a popular route for them. Our longest serving airline at Manchester Airport, the KLM.
Yeah, they fly multiple flights per day to Amsterdam Schiphol Airport here at Manchester. Great airline.
Stopping for a photo shot. Let's head over to the south side. Here we go. Beautiful. Great to see the brand new aircraft from Jet2. It'll be one of many soon, guys. Seeing them quite regularly at Manchester. G-Sun B heading off. And good morning, Jen. Welcome to everyone tuning in on Twitch as well. Jasper, Paul, Mel, Semsa, Shirley, Dev, Easy. If you're watching on Twitch, get your names in there. We can see you. Say hello. Don't forget to check them Twitch primes as well, guys. On the taxi out, another Jet2 737 out to Tenerife. We do have the Gulf Air pinging as well, which is quite late out today for Bahrain.
Yeah, usually goes out. A little while. Usually goes out before the show starts, so it's a bit of a treat to see that on the live show.
Absolutely.
I think it's due out usually about 9:15.
Jay Fisher, Lord Smoot, Mehmet, welcome guys on Twitch. Hope you're all well. Gaming Lemon. Not the Gaming Lemon. Hello. Graham Russell loved the show on Monday with the helis at Barton. Yeah, those Wildcats were something else. Absolutely amazing. The funny thing was, I'm sure you saw this on camera, but it definitely didn't look as bad as it was. They'd mowed all the grass, right? And me and Andy were there like, oh, really come, this is going to be mega. And as it got closer to us guys, honestly, I've never eaten so much grass in my life. They were just throwing all this grass up right towards us, and we were there like, it's just trying to film it. It was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I was using the camera on the tripod as like a shield. I was hiding behind it.
I know. Yeah, it was a bit awkward, wasn't it? Wow, is Matt Cam still tracking this A380? Mate, what a guy. Matt, how are you still tracking that A380, you mad lad? Equalise.
A lot of planes waiting to go. There's 2 planes waiting to cross. There we go, they've been cleared to cross runway 23 right, or runway 1 rather.
But what have you been up to, Matt? Anyway, anything interesting this week? Enjoying the sun?
Yeah, just enjoying the sun, mate. Catching up on a lot of work. I've been missing out on the last few weeks, so yeah, been a bit of a catch-up, busy week, finishing work late and stuff. Yeah.
Nice, because you work outside quite a lot as well, so I bet this kind of weather's like mint, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mega.
You get some plane spotting in there as well.
Hopefully, if ID allows.
If ID allows, yeah. We got to find a way of like strapping your camera to the top of our filming camera so you can take some pictures at the same time.
That's why I'm hyped about the Wednesday evening show. Oh man, how the hell am I going to get pictures as well?
Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with a plan for the Wednesday evening shows. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll have a think. We'll have a think. We don't want you missing out. What's next to arrive then, Brownie? Looks like TAP Portugal in from Lisbon.
Watermelon Airlines coming in at 23 right.
Is Matty in a blender? No, it's just actually deceivably windy today.
It is pretty windy. I'm quite lucky though because it's on my back, so it's not
Nice.
picking up on my mic too much.
Dutch Power tuning in from Holland. Hello.
Morning to you.
Yeah, Gillian, I don't know if you know, but the sun's out really nicely here in the UK. Only joking. Only joking.
She's not too happy.
No, I wouldn't be.
Tap. Also got a Lufthansa A321 CEO touching down from Frankfurt.
Yeah, Jen, I was telling the stream about that a minute ago. Gillian, what you need to do, you need to get in the pool and go for a swim, because it don't rain underwater.
Hey.
So you can just enjoy it. Get in the sun. Sorry, get in the pool. Oops. She's going to kick my head in at the next task, isn't she? Nice shot of the Lufthansa just vacating down the end from Frankfurt, 15-year-old A321.
Sam's in the chat, hello.
Hi. Morning, Michelle. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Dutch Power, we stream 2 regularly at the moment, Manchester Airport and Vancouver, Canada. Both having weekly shows. We also do a flight sim show every week as well.
Right now, next in from Faro in Portugal.
Right, our Dave in the Twitch chat. Welcome in. Yeah, Gillian. I'm dodging Gillian, guys. I need who's going to volunteer for security at the task fair to keep Gillian away from me?
Usually it's Matt, isn't it?
Yeah, Matt, listen, Gillian's after me, mate.
Yeah.
You need to sort me out.
Security
I ain't
man.
messing with her, mate. I don't want
Or Owen Flemmo could rock up in his suit as well.
Yeah, Owen Flemmo, all blacked out. Get his earpiece in. Right now arriving in from Faro. And the 2XL 73 is pinging up as well. I'm not sure who's on board that. It's headed down to London Gatwick.
I think I've seen some people in the chat saying it was Man City.
Okay.
So if they've got an away game like today or tomorrow, maybe that's them.
Quite possibly. There it is on the picture-in-picture, guys. You can see the 2XL just in the engine run-up bay. A bus did head over that way, taking people over. And, yeah, they're going to be departing pretty soon. Should get that on the south side, 737-700. Quite nice catch. Oops, a daisy. Sorry, guys. There we go. Ryanair 73. Just vacating in front of us. It's Man City. Yeah, cheers, guys. You need Max and Paddy, mate. I loved Max and Paddy. Did anybody else watch the Max and Paddy series?
Yes.
That was great. Hey, that's it, Gillian. You gotta laugh about it. It is what it is. Unfortunately.
I just had word that 12-hour Dave is my dad.
Is it?
Yeah. There you go.
No way.
He just messaged me.
Ah, Dave. Putting it on the Twitch crew.
Yeah.
And Daniel Chester, a brand new Airliners Live VIP. Thank you very much, Daniel. Welcome to VIP. Here we go. Scandinavian lining up on the south side for Copenhagen. Next departure on MatCam. If you'd like to show some love, help support the cost of MatCam, guys, you can hit the dollar symbol and click Super Chat. Use our coffee page where you get 100% of the donation comes to us. Or gift some memberships. Any of those methods are greatly, greatly appreciated. Or if you can smash that like button, that helps us a lot as well, guys. Regan, welcome in from Edinburgh. Hope you're well. Just arrived here on the north side, the Logan Air ATR 72 from the Isle of Man. And Liam Reeves, another brand new VIP. Welcome, guys. Thank you very much for supporting the channel today. Absolute legends, all these new VIPs signing up. Thanks, everyone. Really does help the channel a lot. Helps us keep new things coming, and boy, are there some new things coming, guys.
Yep.
And WMR Live, another brand new Airliners Live VIP. Where are all these VIPs coming from?
I know what's going on, guys. Welcome.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Madhouse, the VIP club, all of you. Thank you very, very much. And Dan Leatherwood saying a great show as always, tuning in from Indiana, USA. Welcome in, Dan. It's great to have you with us.
Yo, it must be early morning for you guys over in the US. I know Laurie likes to get up early and enjoy the show over in Dallas.
And AD Harrison returning for 7 months of business class membership saying, good morning, lads. Great show as always. Any idea for Jet2 World to Flies in today? I'm flying on one in August and I've not seen that one yet. I'm not sure, dude, but we will find out for you and let you know ASAP.
Yeah, the World to Fly Jet2 is the only A330-300 in the Jet2 fleet. So if you see on radar an A333, then that means it's the World to Fly aircraft. Some rumours that they'll be getting the A350 as well this summer from World to Fly. But we'll see. We seen it last year, didn't we, with Jet2, I think. Only for a very brief period of time.
Was I ill for that? I do not remember that.
I don't think we've seen it on a show, was the problem.
Look at this. British Airways lining up on the south side. Head on with Matt Camp, A321neo, probably the best looking British Airways aircraft in the fleet, in my opinion. And we're going to quickly switch back to main because we have another A321neo in the form of Pegasus in from Istanbul.
Very nice looking plane, this.
Yeah, the A321 does look good. And I'm calling it already, guys. Today is a cafe day. I'm 39 minutes in and I'm hungry already.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look who's on the taxi out.
Oh, nice. Quickly chuck that in the picture-in-picture for you guys. Oops, not that one.
737-600.
7, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, yes, 700, yeah.
Enjoy this departure. And cheers, Terry. Thank you very much for the 15 months, dude. Brand new, I wouldn't say brand new, but one of our newest moderators on the channel as well, returning for business class membership, saying good morning all, just 8 days until my Spitfire flight. Buzzing for it, mate. You're going to love that.
That's come around fast.
Sausage and bacon by any chance, Martin? Audrey, you know it. You know it, Audrey. That is going to be ordered very soon. And I'll sneak one up to Brownie without the bread.
There you go.
I know. And Gillian just saying that the thunder and lightning has started, which is making it worse. I'd actually say, Gillian, and this is only my opinion, that if it's going to be raining anyway, make it a bit exciting with some thunder and lightning. At least you got something to watch. You know, I like a good storm. I do really, really do. So maybe if you're not a fan of the storm, I get it. But for me, if it was wall-to-wall rain, I'd just love for a bit of a storm and just enjoy it, watch the lightning. Because over there, the storms are just something else. Something else. We don't get the same here in the UK.
Although down south and on the east, they've had a fair few proper storms in the last few weeks. But we've had none. It's been pretty boring over here. It's just usually quite dreary.
And that's quite a nice touch. Airliners Live ATC in the chat, saying that the tower just asked the pilot of the 737 to pass on their congratulations to the Man City team for winning the Premier League title. A nice catch that we wouldn't be able to hear in the UK due to the silly outdated laws. So I'm glad we've got ALATC in the chat keeping us all up to date. Let's get some Airliners Live hearts in the chat. Quite a nice touch there, even if you're not a Man City fan.
Erica saying the World to Fly left this morning at 8:49 to Dalaman. So obviously that's like over a 4-hour flight each way. So I don't think that's going to be back till after the show finishes.
And Lord Smooth tuning in from Quebec, Canada. Currently 5:38 a.m. Wow, thank you very much for tuning in, dude. Great to have you with us. Oh, wow, nice one, Gillian. Yes, you do have the tail badge now. Awesome. So 1 year and 1 day.
Wow.
Absolutely mega. Enjoy that tail badge.
Welcome to the club.
It's awesome. A lot of people are starting to rack up their months now on the YouTube.
Yeah, tail badge is 1 year. Red tail badge. And then at 2 years, you get a gold tail.
And after that, you join the Wookiee Club. Not many Wookiees yet.
No. Lee's in the chat, though. He's got one.
He does.
So the Man City squad on board this 737-700 series now initiating their takeoff roll. Oh, I hear a nice sounding aircraft.
Looks nice as well.
Jet2 75 heading off to Zakynthos.
Screamer coming up, guys, on the south side. And Simple Life getting his tail badge as well.
Yo.
Full year first class member saying it's our anniversary. I'll have to celebrate by coming to see you in August. Nice one, dude. And congratulations on the 1 year.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much.
Let us know when you're coming over, Simple Life. If anyone is flying to Manchester Airport, do visit the Runway Visitor Park. It's a great day out, especially in the spring, summer and autumn.
And Dan on Twitch saying they recently flew back from Florida in Thunder, and the Thunder and Lightning was amazing, breaking through the clouds, and they could see the blue above everything.
Yo.
Imagine that flying over the top of that.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Thanks for stopping in, Twitch group. Hope you're well, guys.
Yeah, Chester Photography saying you guys said it. Not being able to listen to ATC, but having access to like Flight Radar 24 and ADSB is pretty strange. Yeah.
And Tina, welcome back for 4 months of business class, saying love you guys, great shows, thank you. Thank you very much, Tina, for supporting the channel for 4 months.
I don't think it's policed, you know, and the actual rule is you're not allowed to listen to it, like, at all. But that
unless it's intended for you, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not policed.
In front of us here, the main man.
Who's that?
Nigel.
Ah. So, obviously, if you go onto the internet and search for Manchester Airport ATC, you're not going to find anything. But there are some services that have broadcast ATC online before, and there are some streamers that do it too. The problem is when you're dealing with online video and audio broadcasts, you're at the mercy of a UK broadcasting regulator called Ofcom, and they can, you know, issue fines and take down notices and things if you break their rules. So, and it's in their rules as well as the UK law that you can't listen to ATC. So if you are going to go another step and broadcast at ATC, not only listen to it locally, but send it to everyone around the globe, then obviously you're going to be quite you're playing with fire, really.
Yeah, and there's even if they're not listening, guys, the haters are always listening. They'll be grassing us up left, right and centre.
Yeah, there's some weird people out there, but
yeah, it's not worth it.
This
not
is why we can't
it.
have nice things.
It is. Absolutely is. There we go, the Jet2 75 running long, so that's going to take quite a big intersection. Again, I never really understand why they do that, unless they're just going to hold there for a little while. Because...
might be holding.
Yeah, if it's going to hold, I get that. But sometimes aircraft will actually depart from there. And it makes you wonder, like, you're going past the entry point. You might as well just use full length.
Yeah.
It's not like 2-3 right departures where you're actually getting a shorter taxi.
Yeah, I think the only reason maybe is because of holding, sequencing, waiting for
yeah,
the
it makes
slots.
sense for that. Does make sense for that.
I think the 7.5 has quite a big wake turbulence as well, especially when it doesn't have the winglets. Just like Alpha Alpha, which is the one that's holding at the moment. So I've heard. So maybe they're getting the Ryanair out first, but again, like, there's other holding points before that. Yeah, the people in the US and certainly other countries in general make a habit of making ATC a common feature of the show. Even Henry, our streamer over in Vancouver, has the ATC on, and that's perfectly fine over there. It's perfectly fine to have the ATC on in Canada, broadcast it to the UK and send it out, but it's UK frequencies that are the problem.
Yeah.
Ryanair, I was going to say Neo, Max 8200 off to Dublin. The biggest problem, though, is it's just a very, very old law, and I can understand it at smaller airfields. We've even spoke to the guys at Barton Aerodrome up in the tower about this, and they kind of agree that for somewhere like Barton, where you've got a lot of flight schools and people learning and things, for, you know, just privacy's sake, it's nice to have the comfort that you're only being listened to by people on your frequency rather than the entire internet, right?
Exactly.
So if you were to make a mistake, stumble your words, take a little bit longer, do things that are just a bit embarrassing because you're just learning at the end of the day, then I understand they deserve that privacy. And I guess that same logic can copy over to ATC here. It's a commercial airport, but it's...
and I guess where it becomes a bit of a nuisance is if you're kind of broadcasting military stuff.
That's who, yeah.
So if they open up the radio waves to like streamers, and then all of a sudden military stuff is being published, then that's probably not ideal, is it? So we do get it. It is just a bit of a shame, isn't it? Mixer A350, thank you very much for the 9 months of premium economy, saying flown by Jews RVP on Wednesday. You're going to have to repeat that one in the chat for me, dude. But thank you very much for returning to premium economy membership for 9 months. What a legend. MatCam757 screaming off. And Andy, if you can open...
Yeah, is that you, is it?
That's me, yeah.
What number?
99.
Sorry. Did you read out Simple Life's big drop as well?
I'm a big amount behind.
Okay.
Just bear with me while I need to add something to the calendar or I'm going to forget it. Just bear with me, guys.
What's the TSA fair? Maybe you mean the TAS memorabilia fair there, which is a big event here at the Runway Visitor Park inside the Concorde hangar on the 22nd and 23rd of July this year. And Airliners Live will have a stand there, so you can come and hang out with the team, buy some merchandise, get some photos, meet the community on the 22nd of July. So we're there, only there on a Saturday, which is the 22nd.
But first up, we've got Sunbloke sending in a $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Sunbloke. Really appreciate it, dude. Saying, good morning, guys. I'm just at the south side, about to pop over. Nice one, mate. Enjoy that. You might even see Matt Cam over on south side if you're up that way.
Yes.
Sally B returning to business class membership. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, Sally. Andy Powers returning in from Newport, South Wales. Welcome in, Andy. And Simple Life dropping 10
Whoa.
Airliners Live gifted memberships to the community. A huge membership drop supporting the channel today. That's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, dude. That'll help the channel immensely. Thank you very much. And Michael Curtis also returning to premium economy membership. Guys, your support is helping us massively. Thank you so much, everyone.
Do we have to sign up for the TAS fair? No.
No.
You just show up, and it's free entry. You just pay for parking here at the Runway Visitor Park. If you are driving, it's actually free entry as well if, like, cycling or walking, getting a bus, whatever. Get a taxi. The only cost is the parking, if you need that. As normal here at the RVP, to be fair. And yeah, you don't need to sign up. You don't need to do anything special. Just show up. I think it opens from about 10 a.m. local time, the TAS fair.
There we go, Gulf Air Dreamliner. Next to depart to Bahrain. Only 2 years old from 2021. Grab that, Andy, please.
What an aircraft that is.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that Jet 275 still holding. Actually lining up now on 23 left. Off to the beautiful destination of Zakynthos. And what a way to get there on a 757.
That is a 757 lined up, ready to go. It's 34 years old.
Proper classic airliner.
Matt Healy, good morning, welcome in. Looks like the line and the Lufthansa are up behind as well. The new Lufthansa scheme has definitely grown on me. I wasn't a fan originally, but as with anything, the more you see it, and yeah, I think it does look quite clean, quite modern. Lee, good morning to you. And off it goes like a rocket. Starting the 1,500-mile flight to Zakynthos. The Mega 757. And next to depart on Matcam, stealing the show at the moment, the Lufthansa A320 Neo, heading back to Munich. Luke, Matt is at the Southside viewing area at the moment, just through the airport tunnels, and we're at the Runway Visitor Park.
Coming in next, we have the absolutely beautiful Air France A220.
You can see there is a little bit of a breeze today, guys, despite the nice weather. As the ground effect really pushes that 220 back up into the air as it comes over the hump on 23 right. Come on, give us that head on.
Yes, please. Slowing nicely. Reverse is stowed as well. Yeah, it's got to make it.
Here we go. Been waiting for this for a few weeks. Usually it goes long. Not this time.
Yes.
Another stunning A220.
Get that Wookiee emotes in the chat. Look at that. 4K. Looking gorgeous. Really nice looking plane, this. Some call it the baby A350. Looks so good.
And Nigel, thank you very much for the $4.99 super chat. Really appreciate that.
Cheers, dude.
Saying, good morning, team. The sun's out. Airliners Live is streaming. What more could one want? Thank you very much, Nigel. Really appreciate that, dude. Great to have you with us today as well. Yeah, we're just enjoying being down the airport today.
Yeah, it's a good vibe.
Yeah, Jay just arrived in from Logan Air. Flight in from Aberdeen. Yeah, Jay 145. And push back on the apron to Cancun. We had the 787 Dreamliner, so another heavy departure coming up very soon, guys. And Graham saying the nose on the 220 reminds me of the Comet 4B. Yeah, you can kind of see that with like the slightly pointier nose. Yeah, it does look good, the 220. Really does.
There's been a lot of talk about the 220 recently. With Airbus planning a longer variant, the A320-500 series, which allegedly we'll be seeing unveiled at the Paris Air Show this year. With a seating capacity bigger than the A319. And obviously far more efficient. I think the only real downside of the A220 is they can't carry freight. And of course the second-hand market isn't as big. But Air Baltic, for example, have fairly recently gone all A220 in their fleet. And I know there was a lot of concerns earlier on with the engines, and those concerns still linger. For example, in the early days, Swiss actually grounded their A220s based on engine concerns. It seems like that's now been rectified.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wouldn't speak too soon on that. But like British Airways, for example, use a lot of A320 family aircraft, and they use a lot of freight on their domestic routes with Royal Mail. So like an A220 wouldn't really be that useful for them. But the way Royal Mail's going, how much longer is that going to last?
A couple of EasyJets on the taxi out, the first of which turning onto the runway now for Geneva, and the second out to the Isle of Man.
Yo, there's a metro liner due in St. Lee Davies.
Nice.
Not seen them for a while. Have we had the new Rugby World Cup livery into Manchester? Not sure, Brian. What airline's that?
Is that, have Aer Lingus done a new one?
Yeah. Let me know.
Turkish A321 waiting to cross. Doesn't look like there's any traffic holding that up, so it should cross over pretty quickly.
Airliners Live ATC in the chat just saying EasyJet to Isle of Man is going to hold and wait for the ATC slot, confirming shutdown one engine while waiting.
Oh, gosh.
So, I mean,
So
that
short 20-minute flight to the Isle of Man's just got a hell of a lot longer, hasn't it?
The shortest flight from Manchester Airport, bear in mind, is now going to wait and shut down an engine, which means it's not going to be...
So it's 11:08, guys. It's 11:08. That flight is only 100 miles, so about 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's quick, isn't it?
So we will see. Let's say it's 10 past 11 now. Let's see at the time they actually depart.
Yes. I'm going to be flying EasyJet next week on a little trip. I wonder if I'll have the same. Likewise, it's a short hop. Although it's not, I wouldn't even say it was like the majority of EasyJets. I'd say it's definitely a smaller percentage, maybe 10 to 20% that do this. And a lot of them don't actually hold for that long, but it is the odd one that we might see want to show maybe that does take the mick a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if you're shutting down engines, it's at least a 15-minute wait, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, because the whole... I assume they're going to have to do a whole engine start checklist and things again. I don't think it's... I'd assume they don't just flick a switch to get back on. Like, would they need the APU at that point if they have...
No, they'd shut down the one engine and then they'd just...
use the other engine.
The other engine would be providing power and
that makes sense.
Hydraulic pressure to the aircraft.
Yeah.
Dynamic Duo, thank you very much for the 199 super chat. Saying I was at the RVP yesterday. It was hot. I hope you're good. Yeah, it is. It's hot today. It was definitely hot on the weekend. It was hotter on Sunday, I think, because I had to have the aircon on Sunday. It was like a greenhouse down here in the box, but today it's a bit more enjoyable. We just got the windows open today.
Bit of a breeze today, which is keeping us cool. So yeah, the Isle of Man aircraft is the one that's currently holding. There is another EasyJet which is going to intersect to Lisbon. Now, I wonder if that's going to do the same.
Yikes. Signal down at the south side is not great, folks. We're doing our best for you, but it is what it is, thanks to EE and their issues.
Turkish Airlines A321 classic engine option with the IAE engines. Departing 23 left. Quite a long preliminary roll there. Oh, we've got a 2E Dreamliner on the taxi out as well.
Heads off to Cancun, I think.
Yes. Talk about an airline that often has delays. She's running a little bit late, about an hour.
All right.
Not too bad, I guess. But I suppose it is a long flight, and it's a bit of a drop in the ocean, especially when you're at the beautiful Terminal 2 at Manchester Airport, which we had the pleasure of flying out a couple of weeks ago to Malaga, and it was really, really nice. It's a really nice terminal. They've done a fair play to Manchester Airport. They've actually done a really good job with that terminal. It's very modern, has some really nice quirky bars and places to eat.
Matcam, can you hear me now?
Yep.
On the side of your encoder, there'll be two USB slots that the dongles are going into. One will have a number 1 and the other one will have a number 2. Will you unplug the number 1, give it a minute and then plug it back in?
I will do.
Thank you, very glad. we can see one of our SIM cards is performing beautifully. And the other one is not quite behaving itself.
Not pulling its weight.
So we'll get that sorted for you guys, no worries. And as Andy tracks that Dreamliner on the way out, looking beautiful.
Yeah, no better aircraft really to be flying that route. TUI have done a great job picking the Dreamliners in their fleet. I think of the modern sort of super airliners, although I've never flown on one, I've heard that the Dreamliner is probably the most comfortable long haul, followed by probably the A350. And definitely a surprise, the 757 people have had really good experiences with flying on. Me personally as well, I think the 75 is very comfortable, and it's a cool aircraft to fly on as well, of course. ATC in the chat, just letting us know that the Tom Jet 787, which is the TUI, is now cleared for takeoff.
Amazing.
Can anyone in the chat give me a comparison about the Dreamliner versus the A350, for example, or Dreamliner versus A380?
And Hayden, thank you very much for the £2 super chat, dude.
Hey, legend.
Saying good morning, you awesome lads. Have a great day. Thank you, mate. Hope
Cheers,
you're doing
Hayden.
well, mate.
Thank you. Awesome lad yourself.
Yes, we're doing great. Thank you, mate.
But it's interesting because obviously the 777 is obviously a fair few years older than the Dreamliner. It's a pretty new aircraft, the Dreamy. And man, the difference between the two from a passenger point of view is huge. Both Fezzer and myself flew on triples over transatlantic in the last sort of year or so, and both of us said we did not enjoy it. I flew American Airlines and he flew BA. You know, I won't spoil his opinions because I'd rather you listen to it from him himself when he does his first flight sim show, which I think he'll probably do on Monday. He had to postpone the one on the Monday just gone, because he was still under the weather from jet lag and fatigue, things like that. Which is understandable. When you do come back from that part of the world to the UK, I think that is probably the most jarring jump. When you go that direction around the world, if you were going from like the UK to Asia or Australia, man, that'd really take it out of you, because you're effectively, your body just doesn't know when to go to bed. I think going the opposite way is easy because you just effectively stay up later. But still, both are pretty hard to deal with. There's a Ryanair 737-800 heading off to Barcelona. She's going to be out first, and I think, as Airliners Live ATC in the YouTube chat confirms, all three EasyJets that are now waiting to go are all holding. Okay. I spoke too soon about the odd one. Let's see which goes first. It's been a while since I've seen 3 EasyJets holding. But yeah, the Ryanair off to the beautiful destination of Barcelona. Place I really want to get back to. Me and Sam are having a little trip away, child-free, the end of next week. And we did look into Barcelona, but it was a little bit pricey for the time of year. So we decided to give it a miss. We picked somewhere else. Yeah, Graham saying the TUI 787 is very comfortable on long haul to Cancun and even to Crete. Yeah, I mean, even for the shorter hops, I think I wouldn't mind a Dreamliner. I mean, Crete's still a fair few hours. What's that, like 3-4 hours? 3 maybe? Lee Davies saying a Aer Lingus A330 is now pinging for Orlando. Doug saying the A350 is better inside, but the 787 is quieter. All right then, Doug. One thing I heard from people who work on the Dreamliner regularly is they don't feel as fatigued and jet-lagged after working on it because Boeing have done such a good job with the bigger windows and the better lighting that stimulates kind of better. It works better with the human brain and your circadian rhythm and things like that. Like, I know Boeing are going through quite a bit of turbulence and stuff, so to speak, these days, but you can't fault things like the Dreamliner doing a really good job and a good addition to the skies, especially for passengers. They're a bit on the quiet side, though, for spotting, preferences. It's always a little bit anticlimactic when a Dreamliner goes out, noise-wise, but they do look really nice, especially in the TUI scheme. Airliners Live ATC in the chat just let us know that it's the EasyJet to Amsterdam, which is now lining up on 2-3 left. Mike King just sent me a message saying that the Emirates A380 Alpha 6 Echo Oscar Echo to host the new Rugby World Cup special this year. Cheers, Mike. Appreciate that. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, I thought it'd be Emirates, but I wasn't 100% sure. I didn't want to call that before I knew it for sure. But I trust our moderator's words. We also had a Ko-fi donation of £19.53. That's a very specific number from Bell, saying, I don't like pork pies, but if you're hungry. Bell, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Pork pies are pretty god tier. I'm on a bit of a diet at the moment, guys. Pork pies are not something I can have on my diet. I do need to make a YouTube video about that diet because it's been pretty transformational on my life. And I'd love to maybe see if it might inspire other people to do the same, or maybe give it a go themselves. EasyJet off to Amsterdam, Schiphol Airport. Another very busy route here at Manchester Airport. Ryanair to line up and wait next, which means the aircraft gets clear to enter the active departure runway and sit in a wait for ATC to give the command for the aircraft to be allowed to start her takeoff roll. And on a taxi out we got the other winglet-less Jet2 757 in the .com scheme. It will be Alpha India, I'm sure. On the taxi out, now crossing 2-3 right, that's followed by another TUI wide body. Alpha India, which is the oldest Jet2 757 in the fleet, and I believe the oldest 757 in Europe that still flies passenger services. 757-200 series is now 35 years old and should be 36 in October. She's flying to Rhodes in Greece, right? Rhodes? Greek island. I'm Wirral way, and I was thinking about it. I was brought up on the Wirral. A little town called Bebington. And a simple life with a 10 Australian dollaroos, or dollar bucks, I guess you call them. The best way to avoid jet lag is to drink lots of alcohol. Quite the opposite. Drink lots of non-alcoholic fluids, which is why I always get jet lag. Right. Yes, I can see how that works out for you. Yeah, I think drinking fluids probably helps a lot. Lots of rest, I guess. And like I said, being on an aircraft that helps, like a Dreamliner or an A350, because certainly when I flew to the US with BA on the A350 1000, my jet lag going over there was very minimal. I was obviously tired from the long day of travelling, but it was very chill. Coming home, I think I just needed 1 day to recover.
Yeah, sorry guys, I am doing my best to get MatCam working for you, but we're having a lot of issues on this at the minute.
Standard.
Yeah.
There goes Jet2 757 blasting out at 2-3 left. Might take my shirt off at this rate. My shirt.
I was going to say, maybe maybe start with your hoodie, mate.
Yeah. Although, it would be nice. Copyright strike.
Mate, I'd actually be proud if we got a copyright strike for our singing on stream.
I've heard people, I remember Mr. Beast quoted some lyrics from a Bon Jovi song that got a copyright strike.
Yeah, like for me, if we're having a sing-along and we get a copyright strike, that's like, mate, you're a good singer. You did a great job on
that.
All the notes. You've hit the notes perfect. It's triggered all the algorithms.
Yeah.
Awesome climb out on the 7.5. Heading out to Rhodes. But yes, we are switching in between MatCam as and when we can, guys. Thanks for bearing with us on that. Unfortunately, it was just down to EE and multiple streams in the area as well, which are using the bandwidth.
Yeah,
so we just make the most of what we can.
It's a very small bandwidth. I mean, to be fair, there's also a lot of residential on the same network. I know the farm that I go to, Green Oaks Farm, they're in the same area and they have the exact same tower issues where even just using the card machine and things is just a nightmare for them. So
either way, it's still bringing you beautiful views like this of the Dreamliner in the sun next to depart.
ALATC in the chat did mention that they're having issues today apparently with the Pappies on 2-3 right.
Okay.
And I also seen a message in the chat earlier saying they were having power issues over at Terminal 3, which is in the same sort of vicinity.
You think they'd be on some sort of emergency power supply, don't they?
And he said that, apparently, according to ATC, that the 2-3 left Pappies have just been enabled. Okay. So maybe that's a fail-safe for if they can't get the ones on 2-3 right. Now, 2-3 left landings that would entail are very rare at Manchester, very, very rare. We've probably only seen like a handful in the entirety of airlines live history.
Yeah, that would be pretty incredible if MatCam starts catching some landings, I tell you guys.
Yeah, I mean, even from the main cam, it'd be a nice view, but I just wonder how much of an approach you can get. But between us, we can definitely get a great view. But speaking of great views, Aer Lingus A330-300 series, this is heading off to the beautiful Orlando, Florida.
Are you off, Tony? Take it easy, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Did we get Simple Lives?
I did. I read that out.
You did, yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, cheers, Simple Life. Just loads of support from yourself today.
Yes,
really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Moody Rocket, loving the 2 camera views. Thank you, mate. Yeah, we're doing our very, very best for you on those. A330 on the way out. We'll give it a go on this KLM now. Let's see how we go.
There's nothing on final approach that I can see, so we'll see how this pans out. There's an EasyJet turning onto final though. A320. Oh, sorry. There's a Urini on final as well.
Okay.
Can't see that.
Terminal 3 has had a major power cut all over the news, right?
Wow.
Yeah, we can see the airfield duty manager on the main cam. What are they doing there? Are they checking some lights there? Are they on Mac cam?
So we have the first arrival since this issue. From my point of view, it looks like it's coming on 23 right. I think it's a bit too low for 23 left. Obviously, the main airline that uses Terminal 3 is Ryanair, but also Aer Lingus, sorry, not Aer Lingus, Logan Air, Urini, as we're seeing here, Vueling and British Airways. So I'm curious how that's happening and turning out. But yeah, this is followed by a jet, an A320 with EasyJet.
Yeah, we'll get this Aer Lingus out and we'll switch over to you for a moment. Keep an eye on these arrivals. Yikes. Is it just the big planes that he doesn't like, folks?
Yeah, got a visual of the first, or the next arrival for EasyJet. This Urini ATR on main cam, featuring the camera on the front there, on the nose. I believe helps with the head-up display for the pilots. Yeah, that certainly looks like it's coming in on 2-3 right. The EasyJet A320. Also got on the base leg of the approach the Emirates A380 as well. King of the skies. Paul Chapman said I really like Irini. Great little airline. They do look very nice from the outside as a spotter. I'd love to fly on them one day. I feel like I do need to experience some of these more regional airlines at Manchester one day. The only kind of experience I've had with regional is British Airways shuttle services, or I guess EasyJet, and also Flybe back in the day. They were great. The original Flybe, that is.
There's EasyJet in from Copenhagen. You can see on MatCam the second EasyJet, which I'll switch over to shortly, is still waiting, and the depressurization from that second engine has meant that the hydraulic system for the pressure in the vertical stabilizer is just allowed to windmill. So as you can see, it's fully deflected over now with the wind, and we'll know not only from the audio when they've started that engine, but you'll also see that system pressurize and go back to the neutral position.
Yes.
Who's that?
Who's that over there? Enjoying the aviation action. Just as we have a TUI Dreamliner on the taxi out again. Another one. What a show this is. Troy saying awesome channel. Thank you, Troy.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Make sure you are subscribed, everybody, and hit that bell icon as to get notifications as to when we go live on YouTube and Twitch, of course. And we were live, for example, on Monday with a bonus show from Barton Aerodrome, as we had two Lynx Wildcats coming in.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And we streamed it live. It was a rotors running refuel, the hot refuel. They actually fueled the aircraft while the rotors were running on both helis. We had airside access and we streamed it, and it was an awesome stream. You guys seem to really enjoy it. So we do them occasionally. Sometimes we do bonus shows from Manchester Airport as well as other airports around the world. Next arrival, the king.
Nice.
Of the skies.
How are we going to squeeze this in with this Dreamliner departure then?
I think we'll have time.
I think we'll have the arrival first, to be honest, looking at that.
Yes. Let's get them king emotes in the chat, folks. Emirates Flight 17 from Dubai. A380 800 series. Alpha 6 Echo Oscar Alpha on the reg. Flemmer in the chat saying we've also got the Virgin A350 just 5 minutes out.
Nice.
Stick around, folks. This is going to get really, really cool. Yeah, Matt Healy saying I'm a bit miffed that Logan I don't fly from Manchester to Edinburgh. Yeah, I've got a story about that. I think I've told multiple times on the show, but I'll tell that shortly. But anyway, King of the Skies. Here we go. Good timing. Two of them going out. One after the other. Or one in, one out. Emirates A380 vacating 23 right at the moment. Ready for his taxi back past us to Terminal 1, stand 12. This is going to be an awesome shot. Yeah, so EasyJet actually announced a route back in, I'm going to say 2021, from Manchester to Edinburgh. And I was super excited about it. I actually had tickets in my basket, so to speak. I was ready to pay. And I was just kind of clarifying the dates and things, because I think Manchester to Edinburgh would be a really popular route, because Edinburgh is such a great city. It's my favourite city to visit in the whole of the UK. It's beautiful. There's so much history. And, obviously to drive there, it's like a 4-hour drive. So, you compare that to London Heathrow, where I'd fly to London, to visit London. That's less than 4 hours, really. But Edinburgh's a long way away. And you can fly to Aberdeen, that's way up in the Highlands, or Inverness. But Edinburgh, I think, would be a really good route. And EasyJet actually did announce it. And between them announcing it and actually starting the flights, there was a really obscure COVID restriction where people couldn't travel, get this, between Manchester, specifically Manchester, and Scotland. So it was kind of very questionable at the time, but and that particular rule only lasted a few weeks at the most. But it was enough to dissuade EasyJet from running that flight. And it was cheap as well. It was 20 quid each way they were charging. How could you say no to that? That would have filled all the seats easy. Good weekend away in Edinburgh. The weather's nice. Rather than being we need 4 hours to drive up there and all that, we just get on a plane and go. Quick 20 minutes, see the city, be back the same day, maybe. Stay a night. But it's certainly a route that Logan Air could do. Is the Emirates A380. Look at this view. Nuts. What a view you get here at the Runway Visitor Park. As close as it gets to the King of the Skies. Yeah, I think EasyJet should bring that route back. Imagine if Ryanair did it. They already do Dublin and Belfast now. But I guess there's competition with trains and cars, right? A bit harder to justify. Can't exactly get a train to Belfast. There's still quite a lot of gaps, though, for sure. Maybe we should start our own airline, eh? Fill in a lot of these gaps. We also had the arrival of the Air Transat A321 long range Neo from Toronto, Canada. Ooh. And a lot of departures coming up for you guys as well. Stick around for that. And the Virgin Atlantic A350-1000 Fearless Lady also on the way in. Yeah, seeing that Matt saying in France, short haul domestically has been banned as part of a green policy. Yeah, because now people are just going to walk, right? Cycle. No one's going to drive that route. I guess people could get trains. But if France was anything like trains in the UK, then it'd be a very different story, right? Delays, strikes, pricey. Like 20 quid each way for a flight from Manchester to Edinburgh. Like, that is nuts. Find me a train that does that when you just book a couple of days in advance. A friend of mine came out to visit Manchester a couple of months ago from Surrey, and it was like 200 quid return on the train. £200. The flight would have been 100 quid return if they'd gone from London Heathrow. And the train took about 7 hours each way. Or 6, I don't know, something like that. Here comes the arrival.
Matt Cam's offline for the moment.
Okay. Virgin A350-1000 next to arrive. Fantastic. Virgin Atlantic A350. Touching down from Orlando. What a view. If they used green fuel, it wouldn't matter. Well, yeah, I mean, you've got sustainable aviation fuel, which is an option. Which, if you're concerned about all the carbon, I guess, you could say that. And also these low-emission airliners like the A220, which Air France actually use, as well as the dawn of the hydrogen-powered aircraft as well with Airbus, which will be available in like the next 10 years or so. It does beg the question, is axing all these routes and destroying all these airlines and cutting all these jobs and causing all this grief actually worth it? After Fearless Lady, they'll be checking the 05 right, Pappy's saying Airliners Live ATC. Awesome. It's a bit of a crosswind today, though, guys. I think it does favour 2-3 operations, but it's very crosswindy today. The beautiful A350 1000, the biggest variant of the super airliner. We've also got a 900 series on the taxi out to Singapore Airlines. Green fuel should shut them up. Gosh, imagine if that policy was here in the UK. The sheer amount of airlines that would just disappear overnight. That wave from the flight deck.
Still an awesome looking plane, though.
Really is. Very pretty. A lot of love in the chat for the Virgin 350, and I agree. Very, very pretty plane in a very pretty colour scheme. Turkish Airlines 321neo next to touchdown, but it's going to be blocked by a lot of aircraft taxiing out. Manchester Airport is so busy right now. Just look on radar if anyone's got a radar app open. Stick around, it's going to get crazy. Nice pair of Wookiees on the Turkish Airlines from Istanbul. Almost 2,000 watching on YouTube alone. Welcome, guys. Stick around, and if you are just tuning in, hit that like button on YouTube, of course. Helps us out massively. Nice free way to support this free live aviation broadcast that we put a lot of effort into, a lot of work, a lot of time and a lot of money into bringing you guys the best quality live airport show we possibly can here in 4K at the Runway Visitor Park, Manchester Airport, with the multicam setup. Yeah, Mark, this is the busiest I've seen it as well for a while. Wow, the EasyJet to the Isle of Man is only just getting ready to go. What was it, 10 minutes past 11? So about 50 minutes, or 40 rather, benefit of the doubt. 40-minute wait for the EasyJet to the Isle of Man, which, as you all know, probably not a 40-minute flight at all, more like 20. Yeah, can we get some 10 out of 10s in the chat also for our moderator David, who's putting in a shift today, and he is acting on the Airliners Live ATC account on the YouTube chat. And what he's doing is relaying a lot of the information from the air traffic control frequencies to you guys live, which negates the issue that we have here in the UK where we can't listen to ATC. Especially not on a stream. So let's get some 10 out of 10s. Doing a great job. I'm really enjoying even just like knowing who's cleared to take off. And especially on today where we've got the power outage across parts of the airfield. It's cool to know what kind of operations are going on to resolve that. Could you recommend a camera for a beginner? I would say Sony, but I think Canons are great, but I don't know much about Canons. I know they're good value for money though, so you'd have to certainly see what your price range is. When I started out, I had a Sony A6000, which is a little bit outdated these days, but they do like 6300s, etc. 6400s, which are much more modern. And just make sure you have a nice lens on there. Singapore Airlines A350-900 rolls down 23 left. Super airliner, looking gorgeous. It's almost like a retro scheme on the 350. We'll have a Ryanair Max touching down too. My Canon 1300D. Yeah, if anyone wants a Canon, I think Sam's willing to sell her older Canon.
Bag of rice. I'm joking. Yeah, apologies, I am a little bit quiet, guys. I am here. I'm fixing. I'm not presenting at the moment, but I think we're getting somewhere.
Progress.
If anyone works at EE in the chat, can you ask your boss to give me a ring, please? Thank you very much. 2 years we've been reporting this.
Very photogenic. Max A200 with Ryanair. For a slightly different exit door configuration than the standard Max 8. I believe that's to accommodate. I think it moves some of the toilets around and accommodates more seats. See about the reverses up. There we go. Spoilers rather.
Another 737 out on Matcam, heading out to Prague.
Yeah, lovely day for spotting. It's really good today. It's nice and busy. Sun's out.
You see the teams heading out to the Pappies by the looks of it on Matcam there as well.
Ah.
A lot of things happening behind the scenes, I think, trying to keep things moving.
Yeah, we've heard from people that there's currently a power outage here at Manchester Airport, affecting mainly Terminal 3, but it looks like it's also affecting some of the lighting used for the runways, like the Pappy lights, which are pretty crucial for aircraft landing on the runways. I think they're just going through and testing them, making sure they are okay.
And Tom and Anne, thank you so much for the £20 super chat. Saying it's the last live stream before our holiday, so we won't be around to annoy you after the Sunday streams for a couple of weeks.
Aww.
Enjoy the peace and quiet. Oh, thank you very much, guys. Hope you have a great trip.
Yeah.
I know you're looking forward to that one.
Where are you guys off to? I don't think you mentioned it to me.
I think they're off to South Wales for a spot of camping.
Yes, the weather's looking good.
Yeah, have a great time, guys. And Carl, thank you very much for gifting an Airliners Live membership. That's gone to Peter H. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Carl. Kind
really
of you.
Appreciate that. And yeah, on the subject of cameras, I mean, if you're just getting into photography, I'd probably just go for a Canon. Yeah. Because you've got the biggest choice of the lenses and they're pretty reasonably priced. Whereas Sony, we'd love to recommend, but the entry price on lenses is just too expensive on Sony.
Yeah. Maybe like if you're just starting out, aspire to a Sony later down the line, but certainly early days Canon is the one. I do love the clarity of the autofocus, and we use Sony all over pretty much. You know, our video cameras Sony, our photography cameras are Sony. And the colour science on Sony is really nice. The way it picks out skin tones and different colours, it looks really good.
And off goes the ATR to the Isle of Man. You see it getting a big gust of wind there from the right hand side. Do you see that, guys? Left hand wing dipping slightly. There's the Pegasus vacating. In from Antalya A320 Neo, 2 years old from 2021.
Nice looking plane.
And out on the south side, another prop aircraft, Aer Lingus ATR Regional heading out to Belfast.
Yeah, I think the wind today is a bit more gusty than it seems.
Absolutely.
It's a bit deceptive.
Take care, Sandra. Thanks for tuning in today.
Cheers, Sandra.
You've had the delivery as well, Brownie.
Yeah, seeing that.
Whenever you can take a break.
Yeah, that's pretty much the time now, actually.
Yeah, switch over to the Aer Lingus. Just be ready because Matt Cameron's not having a good day today.
Just give me a shout if it's an issue.
But thank you very much for tuning in today. I hope you're all right. And Bill saying, is it okay to mention a stream that's happening later on? Which stream is it? I guess you're going to mention it, aren't you? So we do have the Singapore taxiing out as well, folks, so we'll be seeing that hopefully in the next couple of moments on MatCam. But first of which, we have got the Aer Lingus ATR on the way out. And we also have the AT20 pinging up, although it did ping up for quite a while last time before it actually left. Yeah, Mark, as long as the camera's got decent autofocus, then you should spend the rest of the money on glass, I'd say, yeah. Hey Owen, don't you be leaking that sunshine. Yeah, absolutely, Bill. Yeah, feel free to give Arek a shout out, a good friend of the channel. Absolutely. So he's doing an East Mid stream later on, is he? Awesome. Make sure you tune in, guys. I'm sure we'll be tuning in as well. There's the Iberia Express, holding short at the runway entry point, heading back to Madrid. 19-year-old aircraft, that one. Certainly doesn't look it. Let's see if we can get MatCam back on the comms as well, guys. I was dropping that while I was fixing a few things, but we'll get him back on. And who's excited about Project Net? Well, nobody, because no one understands what Project Net is apart from you, Owen. But Project Net is going to be great. That's all I'm going to say. Right, so we can hear in chat. Let's phone a friend. Let's phone a friend. Hello. Can you hear me now? You're alive.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back in the room.
Good. You're back in the room. Your picture's back in the room. Iberia Express next to go. Here we go, guys. It's our new fishing channel. Hey Lee, imagine. Airliners Live goes fishing. Project net. Need a bigger net. Melon Pan, hello, welcome to you. No leaks here, says Owen. And here we go, the Singapore A350 on the taxi out. Flight control check, full elevator deflection net. Left wing, right wing will be next most probably. Full deflection on the control surfaces. There you are, look at that. Making sure they're all free and able to move. They'll have a readout of that on their screen in the cockpit. They'll be able to see a visual representation of that. Obviously us outside the aircraft are seeing it on the airframe itself. Yeah, Voltic, mate. Probably not the stream for you, dude. Have a good one, mate. And Random Gaming, hello. Welcome in on Twitch. Reg Hal, welcome to you as well. And Rocket Wolf, awesome to see you as well, mate, on Twitch. Hope you're doing well. Nice, Clive. Hope you had a good day at work, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Thanks very much, Annette. Really appreciate you tuning in as well. Glad you're enjoying the stream. And there's the Iberia. Rotates off 23 left. Our next departure, the Singapore A350-900. This flight out to Houston, one of two flights that operate out of Manchester. And that'll then connect on to Singapore thereafter. Cheers, Bill. Thanks a lot, mate. And Catherine tuning in from Bridgend, South Wales. Welcome, Catherine. Hello. Awesome, Clive. At least you can get back and enjoy the sun now, mate. It's non-stop action on the south side, folks. As the Pegasus A321 is next to depart behind the Singapore to Istanbul. But how good was that? A350-900 blasting off as close as it gets on the south side. Matcam doing the business. Yeah, Wingflex, we'll all put 2, mate. We'll all put 2 and buy ourselves a Singapore 350, shall we? Feldy, hello, welcome. Yes, Circa, I've done that a few times. You're not the only one. But just crossing the channel, looking a little bit further afield, we have the Qatar 777 300 in the all white. Today that's on the way in. Bravo Oscar Echo on the reg 14-year-old 777. Should be seeing that in about half an hour's time. Just currently passing over the channel. Right up, John. Hey, John, did you mean to make the length of that YouTube video perfectly fit to 7 minutes and 37 seconds, even though it was about the A320? I just looked at it and thought he's got to have done that on purpose. 7:37 on an A320 update. What a spicer. Landy's back, all fed up. Look at him.
Fed up?
Not fed up. You're all fed up. He's had a bit of bacon and sausage.
Oh, yes.
Too fresh.
Very well fed. Very well fed up. Yeah, Fez, I watched that video. Great stuff. Yeah,
was good.
Fez is like our flight sim correspondent on the channel. He knows all the inside info, and he gets these videos out, and he edits them. So if anyone's interested in any form of flight sim, especially Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, then do follow the channel, because we do regular videos on that, as well as the usual Monday night flight sim show from about 6 p.m, which should be back this coming Monday.
Yep.
As some of you may know, Fez has been away on his trip to Las Vegas, and I'm sure on this coming Monday he'll reveal all. He'll tell you guys all about his trip, because I do like how he does that. He has like photos and videos and, you know, stuff from his trip that he likes to share.
Yeah, he's come back a lot poorer, and he's seen... Let's just say he's seen the sights, guys. Not the sights I would have picked, but he's seen them all.
The Las Vegas experience. And he definitely took a weird route to get there. He took like 3 planes each way total, I think, right?
Yeah.
Which
I think that's one of them things where it's like a really nice idea. Oh yeah, I want to try all these planes.
Yeah.
I want to try these different companies. And when you get to flight 2 and you've already crossed the Atlantic, you're just like, why did I not just go direct?
Well, people in the chat were talking about Singapore Airlines being quite expensive, right? And they were meant to be a really good airline. And for some reason, at the end of August, right, because we're planning on doing another trip to the US this year, But look at it going in August, which I know people from the south of the US saying that's a terrible idea because you're literally on the same latitude as like Saudi Arabia. Going in summer, you're going to burn to a crisp. But listen, I can handle it, okay? Well,
mate, you say your eyes burn, your retinas burn in the UK, son.
Yeah, when you're
never
up here,
mind. You can. Oh, I can handle it, mate.
Luckily, there's no reflective roof going to follow me around over there. So we're going. And looking at Singapore Airlines, they're usually so pricey. And that's the only direct service to Texas from Manchester to Houston. And we're like, you know what, let's try that. So expensive, though. But there's certain dates where it gets pretty cheap at the end of August. I think it's a sale they have on. And it's like 500 quid return, which is so cheap for that. Direct Singapore Airlines A350. That's what we paid last time for the A350 and shuttle service combo with British Airways, with no baggage allowance or anything like that, no selector seats. We had to upgrade that. So I might be flying on them guys this year. That's a lot of money, but it's a lot cheaper than. It's a lot more convenient just flying direct. Because as you get older, you kind of value convenience more than actual, like, cheapness. Like, certainly when I was younger, I used to, like, just go for the cheapest all the time and really, like, just try and save money here and there. But it just bites you when, in the long run. When you buy, like, cheap equipment and stuff,
Yeah.
Or try to go for sell yourself short.
Here we go. The most important movement of the day is now on the move, guys. Air France A220 heading out to Matcam. EE, do not let me down, man. I want to hear all the Wookiees. Get those Wookiee emotes in the chat. Bosh. There we go, guys. Look at that.
Yes. Fez said I might be going to the US later in the year too. What? Really? Where to?
Is anyone going to be in work in August?
Yeah, he just says later in the year, so I don't even know. You going to Disneyland? Tell you what, New York has been one of them that have been tickling my fancy. Especially with the services direct from Manchester, but again, price. Somewhere like New York, you only need a few days.
Look at that. Head on. Beautiful.
We had a little Wookiee there, a little Wookiee howl.
Yeah,
Squeaky.
Fortunately it didn't come to a full stop before moving. We got a little one. And the TUI Max just vacated in from Ibiza. And following that closely behind is the purple tail Freebird Turkish airline in from Antalya, 17-year-old A320.
Right now I'm sporting my blue Vancouver shirt, which is a very nice design and looks very good in the summer months. A nice light colour going into these sunny days. Get it on shop.airlinerslive.com or just airlinerslive.com and support the channel with every purchase. New York is cheaper to go via Iceland. I assume that's with Play Airlines, Graham? Or Iceland Air?
Yeah, Yorkshire Rose. Have a word.
Oh, a bit of a float. And she's down.
2 for the price of 1. There we go. Jeez, look after that nose wheel, mate. Him and that nose wheel fell out on the way here. Nice, Julian. I'll take a look at that. Absolutely.
Gonna roll past the RVP here. I took my hoodie off. I was too warm, and now I'm too cold.
Yeah,
the sun's gone.
A little bit chilly. I did have my Airliners Live hoodie on, but I'm now wearing the super dry t-shirt, so I can't rep any merch today.
Why have Virgin paused direct flights to Antalya? Oh, sorry, that's Antalya. Atlanta for April and May. I'm not sure, Eric. I've heard rumours that Virgin are kind of struggling to fulfil staff at Manchester Airport, so I've heard. So they claim they're very committed to Manchester Airport, but I mean, it doesn't feel like it. Doesn't feel like we're getting it. Especially with the introduction to Sky Team with Virgin. You thought the connections to like KLM and Air France would be pretty strong here at Manchester. But I don't know. I mean, how many services do we have right now at Manchester with Virgin? Is it like 3? New York, Orlando, and something else. Did I hear KLM? Yes. Nice, Graham. I'll look into that. I mean, the problem is, though, with New York, the way I see New York is the place that you just want to go and see. And in my opinion, I know you definitely could spend a while there, but I'd love to just spend a few days there, just like 3, and just kind of get a quick sightseeing trip. And obviously, with it being a long-haul flight, I think if you're doing such a short trip, you kind of want a short flight. You want direct, right? And there is a certain airline that would be very perfect for that. I would love to see start at Manchester, but not yet. But they have teased it. I'm sure you all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, quite purple.
Purple?
Or red.
Red.
Are you not talking about play then?
No. Quite blue.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, play would be cool at Manchester, but I think it's too close proximity to Liverpool. But I've heard they've been pretty successful over there.
Yeah. Yeah, there was rumours of them starting as well.
Yeah, they did tease at it, and I think I did hear leaks that they did get into talks with Manchester Airport. But then we also had like semi-confirmed Thai and Air India was probably the most legit, but none happened.
Yeah, none came to fruition. Currently, wind on the approach is 310 at 13.
All right,
so
okay.
a fair breeze up there.
Yeah.
Hashim, good morning, tuning in from Nairobi, Kenya. Welcome, dude.
Virgin flying Bridgetown. Are they still doing that service, Bridgetown? Just because we usually just get like loads of Virgins on the show, and now we just get one Virgin movement, which is the arrival of the 350. They fell off. Now they're still really busy at Heathrow. They're actually expanding and things. They're always introducing new routes. They recently had Tampa, didn't they? And I think, was it Goa, India, or something like that they introduced recently? And the fleet ever expanding over there with the A380 Neos as well. Would be an airline that rhymes with pet true. I think you might be right there. Wow, you could easily do 10 to 14 days in New York. Wow. That's a long time.
Right, hoodie's back on. That's it, committed.
Yeah. Tempted.
Yeah, I think so as well, Erica. I think Virgin Atlantic could really make a good thing at Manchester.
For sure.
Like
I said,
we keep our fingers crossed.
With Sky Team, addition, we already have Sky Team connections here. That helps.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Planned out pretty well, that, Niels.
You need at least a week in New York, no less. Really, Laurie? Oh, gosh. Because for me, I love sightseeing in cities for, the photography, just going around and really spending time, taking photos of things just for my own collection. And the problem with, a lot of big cities is I'm not a fan of just big, busy cities where it's just chaos and it's kind of stressful just to get around. And, it's hard work just to plan where you're going and stuff. And also just trying to cram everything in. And also, I don't like particularly touristy cities. To Prague, for example, that was very touristy. And yeah, there was the tourist trail, which was just jam-packed. You got Charles Bridge and all that, or the Old Town Square, which is just packed full of tourists, and people hassling you and trying to get photos of you and trying to sell you prints, and it's a lot to take in. And you just want to walk around and stroll around at your own pace. I felt like Madrid was really good for not being too touristy. That's why I loved it so much. It was just it felt quite local and it felt big and not too stressful to walk around. And I get the vibe that New York might be a bit too busy. I mean, it literally is the city that never sleeps, right? But alas, I do want to see it and definitely get some photos and see, because I'm seeing pictures that people upload of pictures from high-rise buildings looking down, and oh my gosh, the views you get there of Manhattan, wow. And even just the Statue of Liberty and stuff like that, and Broadway, and what's the one with all the lights and advertisements?
At Times Square.
Times Square, that's it. Yeah. Wow,
it's I think it'd be the same thing though with me and Jen have always kind of looked at the Norwegian fjords.
Yeah.
And they've got that beautiful, clear crystal water with, mountains all around it. You see these pictures, and you just think, if I go there, are they going to be just like that? Or are there going to be 20, 30 people in front of me, all just getting selfies in front of it, So you just see these perfect pictures, and you just think, is there somewhere there where we can stay, which is not necessarily, the main go-to place?
Yeah.
So that you can actually just be there as a normal individual without just people just being on, what do you call them? You're literally just being passed through. Right, next lot. Right, come on, you come get your picture. Next lot, and it spoils it.
When Fezza was talking about Las Vegas, saying how the sign, the Welcome to Las Vegas sign, has a queue to get a photo in front of.
Yeah.
A queue? That's just not natural at all. I just want to go around and take pictures. I don't want to queue up just to get a photo of something. And stuff like that just kind of ruins it a bit for me, because it gets rid of the authenticity. It just makes you feel like just another tourist. I want to be immersed in the culture and things. Again, Barcelona, although it's quite touristy, I genuinely felt like I was being immersed in the culture, because there was a lot of local bakeries and markets, and you really just feel so immersed in it, and the language and everything. And there's loads of places like that, but again, I just don't like feeling like a tourist. I don't want to feel like an inconvenience or a guy who's just there, getting too many pictures in front of people, and you constantly having to get out the way of people trying to get pictures and stuff.
Yeah, it's why whenever if we ever go to Anglesey or anything like that, we're not going down in the summer holidays. We'll avoid going down there in the summer holidays, and we try to go either midweek or do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, something like that. So you get a couple of days of just going around where it's just not packed. Yeah, it is definitely worth it if you can kind of work your holidays around that sort of way.
Yeah, but again, like New York, I would just go just to see it because it looks stunning. It looks well worth it, like well worth the stress and the.
Oh yeah, I'll give Matt Cam a wave. He's on us. Can you see me now? There you go. You can see my arms flapping around. There's Andy's arms. Everyone in the RVP thinks we're waving at them, but we're not really.
It's interesting how the Emirates A380 is currently pinging up as well. Imagine if it went out now. That'd be mad.
Why is it?
I don't know. It's just.
Someone's nudged the transponder there, haven't they?
So they've had guests in the flight deck, and one of them's just like, I've always thought that because we normally do flight deck visits where we go, and they're usually just like, yeah, go and sit on it, just and chatting to you. You're there thinking,
just fly it.
Yeah, you're there thinking I could just everything, all the radios.
Mate, I've played Microsoft Flight Sim twice. Me, I know where it is.
Hey, when we went to Malaga, coming back, I think we were flying on a 737, and the captain was an ex-Emirates 777 captain, and he let Sam have a go on the intercom, so like talk over the cabin intercom. How cool is that?
No way.
Just take that mic there, just say hello.
all right.
Yeah, so funny. No. Jet2, man, it's something about that airline. All the staff there are always just like cool and fun, and yeah, it's such a good vibe. Jet2.
And Tony's saying, I've rented a house on the North Anglesey coast in June. First holiday in 3 years. And the first time with our dog. Can't wait, mate. You're going to love it, Tony. Me and Jen, I know we go on about it a lot, but we love Anglesey so much. Like, it's such a cool place. And there's not a huge amount going on, but that's kind of what we like about it. And the good thing is on there is, like, so many nice stretches of beaches that you can literally just find your own little spot and just be happy on there. And you've got the RAF base, you got the beaches, it's got a few nice restaurants and stuff as well.
We used to go to the racetrack there as well.
I've never been to the racetrack yet,
you know.
No. But the funny thing is when you're going around, you always hear them.
Yeah.
So it's one we need to tick off, go and watch a little racer.
What's that one beach where you can see Snowdonia from? On the south, kind of west coast. Not far from the bridges. I forget the name of it. Maybe
it's a dead super long beach, and we're at the other end of the island. We're right down the other end in Triada Bay is where we like to go.
That beach is epic. Wow.
Yeah. And we landed on that beach in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And Sonny, thank you very much for the tier 1 for 19 months on Twitch. Thank you very much for that.
Sonny, it was you. You're the one who I seen the photos from and on Instagram, and they were just mind-blowing. I was like, all right, I'm going to book a flight right now.
That's it, Newborough.
Newborough, yeah, that's a really nice beach. You've got not only a really stunning beach with like nice dunes, you've got a forest next to it as well, but you've also got a view of Snowdonia, Mount Snowdon and things like that, especially on a clear day.
And me and Jen, we're pretty lucky that Jen's mum and dad have got a little static caravan on Anglesey, and we usually stay there when they're away. But for my birthday, we went down and they had some flats. Like, it used to be a big, massive hotel, and they've turned it into like rental flats. And it was really, really good. Right on the beach, you literally just walk out and you're there. And obviously, with it being a flat, you've got your own kitchen and everything like that, so you can do all your own cooking. And yeah, definitely going to go back there again. Relatively cheap as well. I was quite surprised.
I was also thinking about Rome. This Ryanair 737-800 from Rome, and there's been quite a lot of memes I've seen about people going to Rome because you have the fountains there, which is like the iconic photo people get with, or the Colosseum, and they are like tourist central, them places. Like, you get these stunning pictures people take with them, and then you see them in real life and it's just like crammed full of people. I think it's mainly the holiday seasons.
Yeah, I don't know about the A55. Maybe I've just got used to it, Mark.
What's that?
Saying the A55 just feels like it goes on forever.
Sometimes. At night it certainly does.
Maybe at night, yeah, but during the day I've kind of got used to it. We can usually smash a drive down to Anglesey in like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's very pretty though, that drive. Like, really stunning mountains across the coastline.
Yeah.
Really pretty.
Anglesey is a good vibe.
Yeah.
Really good for astrophotography as well, guys. If you're into your astrophotography. I've took some of my best pictures in North Wales.
I hated Rome, would not recommend St. Flying Architect. Oh dear. Yeah, that also comes across as like a lot of tourists and a very nice city though. But ATC taking a break, it looks like.
Yeah. I just want to get back to like I want to go to like a nice rural place in Spain. Your own little villa.
Yeah.
With like some nice shops nearby and just locals, mate. Because that's the place where you're going to find the best tapas, best ingredients, fresh fish, and just be in like the mountains. Just go and chill there, mate. You won't see me for a month.
That would be good though. For my 18th birthday, my mum took us to the Venetian Riviera in north of Italy, near Venice, and we were in like a very rural town, probably about a few hundred residents. Man, that was just mind-blowing. Like, the food, first of all, was the best food ever. Like, just hands down the best food I've ever had. And also on every Thursday, I think, the local town, I think I've mentioned this on stream before, would do like a festival where you're all invited, everyone's invited, it's free entry. They have like live music and it's free food as well. And it'd be like spaghetti and pasta, pizza, everything Italian, wine, all free of charge. They just had this big festival and it was just like a big get together of the local community, and like whether you were, not from the area or whatever, you were invited. And that was the weather, the vibe, perfect.
Yeah, I remember when we were on holiday in Spain once, and they had a bit of a festival going on, and they had a huge outdoor paella pan.
Oh, yes.
And it would literally feed hundreds of people, and they were just making it, and they were like cooking it with shovels, right? Turning it over with shovels and stuff. And you think, yeah, that's not going to be very good. There's no way they can keep their eye on that, and not dry out and all. Mate, I'm not joking. It's some of the best you're going to get when they make it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Spain and Italy and all that, they do food really good. We kind of don't know what we're missing here in the UK because, like, I've said it a few times, like, cucumber. Like, something as simple as cucumber. Like, in the UK, it tastes very watery and, like, flavourless. But then you go to Europe, because it's so fresh and local, it's like bursting with flavour, and even like you do the same with like meats and local wines and stuff. And
yeah, I think seafood is nice abroad. Do enjoy a good bit of seafood. Jen's not a massive fan.
Oh, John Russell saying, watching on my knees today, fell down the stairs on Saturday, landed on my tailbone and can't sit down.
What?
Man, I hope you get better soon.
Mate, that'd wreck that. I hope you're alright soon, mate. So what are you doing? Like, can you not lie on your front?
Well, you're back.
Wow.
Yeah, I hope you get better soon, dude.
Yeah, fingers crossed, mate.
I love John Russell. He's such a cool guy. Hopefully see you guys.
You know when someone says something that's happened to him and you get that little shiver because you can just imagine it happening. Oh, nah, that's gone through me, that. That'd hurt.
I hope you're better for the task fair if you're going to be attending again, John. It's good seeing you last time.
The Ryanair that's on the taxi out is heading out to Bordeaux.
Yeah, another French destination. Plenty with Ryanair. Bordeaux, Carcassonne, Lyon, Nice, Paris, Orly. Paris, what's the other one? Paris...
Charles de Gaulle?
No, the other one. That's going to... I've had brain fog. It's gone. Someone in the chat will know.
Let's zoom in on him, guys, and just make it even more awkward until he works it out.
I've got to try and get it. I hear it all the time.
But looking a bit further afield, whilst Andy gathers his thoughts, just over the Stoke squad is our final arrival for the day, the Qatar 777-300. And that's currently passing through 10,000 feet. And 6.5 hours into the flight as well. So that's just heading towards Manchester, about 15 minutes out. It's not long to go on that at all. And lining up on Matcam, our next departure, the Ryanair flight out to Bordeaux. The idea of anything going under the nail. Neve, that nail. You know what sends me west, which I really don't like, is the end of your nails, on your toes or on your fingers, if something's going up and like that. Not across them this way, but if someone goes, it makes
lovely thought.
Give that a rest.
We also have a Finnair Embraer 190 picking up for Helsinki. But EasyJet A380 coming in from Bilbao in Spain. A lot of people saying Orly. No. I don't think it's actually in Paris, though, what I'm thinking of. Paris Beauvais, that's it. Beauvais, that's where they fly to at Manchester. Surprised no one in the chat got that. But I don't think that's actually in Paris. So it's a typical Ryanair trick. Just like Brussels Charleroi or whatever. Or London Oxford, I think they call it these days in Oxfordshire.
Office cam today. We're probably not going to do office cam for the next couple of days because
top secret.
There's things going on that I'm too scared of pressing the wrong button and leaking.
Yeah, it's very confidential stuff that is going on at the moment, but as Martin's mentioned, it's something that you guys will find out soon and is very exciting. Big project for Airliners Life.
Metroliner's in at 9 minutes past 1.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, we'll wait for that then. We'll make that the final one then. Take care, Matt. Thanks for tuning in, mate.
It's about 1 hour 30 away from Charles de Gaulle. What drive? That is nuts if that's true. Wow.
Yeah, so there's that. That's the one thing I don't like. It's like the end of nails. And the other thing is anything to do with teeth. Not like you get people who like flick the teeth or like when people like pull the teeth out and stuff. Nah, can't be dealing with that.
Some people do have like proper phobias of like teeth related things. Like
just anything like just touching them and messing with your teeth.
I used to know someone who had a proper phobia of dentists. Like they wouldn't even go for a checkup. It was like literally like traumatic to them.
Really?
Yeah, maybe it's because seen too many horror films. London, Manchester, yeah. It's literally the same logic, isn't it? Liverpool, Manchester. Ryanair doesn't fly to Paris Orly. EasyJet does now, though, from Manchester. That's a brand new route. Now flying as well. So yeah, well, if you're flying from Manchester, you've got like the three different Paris airports to choose from: Beauvais, Orly, and Charles de Gaulle. People who open bottles with their teeth. Oh my god,
no.
That's a bit weird.
No, why are you doing that?
Sam likes to smash it on a rock sometimes.
What? Is she like a caveman? Like smash the bottle on a rock?
With the right technique, it's just like off. It's like nothing spilled.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I got quite good at what you do. You get a bottle. We used to do this at the festivals all the time because you'd never remember a bottle opener. So you'd put the bottle on the edge of the stage at a slight angle, and you just smack the top of it, and it pops the lid off.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like do it on a fence or something.
I can do it on anything now. Jen laughs her head off when I do it because I literally do it on a rock, on the fence, or a bit of metal, just anything, just popping the top off.
Ryanair 737 in from Alicante. It's got the retrofitted split scimitar winglets on the wingtips there. which is a program Ryanair are currently undergoing for about $200 million US. They are retrofitting these split scimitar winglets, which are a big aerodynamic improvement. They're wings for the wings, and it's apparently Boeing's most advanced wingtip design yet, and most efficient. Gives it about 1.5% increase in fuel efficiency, and that's happened to over 400 of their aircraft. 400. So that's going to be a norm, because they have about 419, I think, total. I think something like that.
And quick check-in with Matcam. It does look like it's getting pretty quiet, mate. So if you want to wrap up your Matcam, feel free.
Yeah, there's nothing crazy happening.
Is he there?
Yeah, I'm here, mate.
You can hear me. Yeah, wrap it if you want for Matcam, dude. We're having a lot of signal issues as well, so I've not been able to switch to you as much as I would have liked. Maybe let's get this fin air out, and then we'll focus on arrivals. Yeah, you can hear the wind over there, guys. Matt doing a 10 out of 10 job, though. And again, EE giving us trouble, but let's get some 10 out of 10s in the chat. For Matt Smith, doing a mint job, as always.
Hey, Tay saying too many mugshots in a relevant chat these days. All right, I'll take back what I just said about the Ryanair 737 winglet program. Scandinavian in the beautiful new scheme A320 Neo. We love this livery. Looks very nice and elegant, modern. That mask design up front as well. Yeah, Matt is always 10 out of 10. He's really the guy. He's literally the guy who's made out to be Matt Camp. Did his name?
Yeah, legend. Done a great job today. And Hitsort, thank you very much on Twitch for the Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, dude. Cheers for supporting us, guys. If you're on Twitch, don't forget to check them primes or help us hit the sub goal. We'd really appreciate it. We have reduced the number of ads running on those streams to try and give you a better experience. If you can support the channel, it'd really help us out, guys.
Yeah.
An EI6 on the reg of the Scandinavian.
Yeah, they like to use their Irish regs, don't they, on their aircraft? As this one is. I'm not entirely sure why.
The Ryanair touchdown from Krakow in Poland.
Awesome. Yeah, I do love the multicam setup we do on every Manchester show these days. Obviously, there's costs involved with that, so...
God, it's completely stable, guys, until there's a plane there, and then it stops working.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to call Matcam for today, I'm afraid, folks.
Yeah.
Because I'm bored of fixing it, to be honest.
Like I said, there's a lot of time, effort, and money involved in getting the multicam set up and running. So if you do want to help support the costs of our live shows, which we do for free, week in, week out, here in Manchester and beyond, then feel free to send in a little tip via a super chat. Or if you really want to go the extra mile, send in a small tip to our Ko-fi page, which is links are in the chat quite often. Even pennies add up. Got this Ryanair coming in from Berlin next. 737-800 with Malta Air. Maltese registered. Ian saying you guys should pop down to East Midlands for some evening action. Yes, we've considered that, and it's something we're going to do, I think, maybe in June. We just need to pick a good day for it, really. But I think the days are now long enough that we can actually get some decent movement in the daylight. But even in the longest days, you want to stick around till the hours of darkness, because you get a lot of night ops over there, East Midlands Airport. Nottingham Airport, whatever they call it these days. But something we want to do again, for sure. not too intrusive of our normal schedule, as well as usually doesn't get busy till about 7 p.m. and later. So, a lot of Ryanairs, left, right and centre. One coming in from Dublin, which is a Max. I think that's probably the one we've seen earlier. That's about to arrive on the runway. A Max 8200 or an 8200 or whatever Ryanair want to call it these days. And also this Max in shot is heading off to, well, Dublin as well. Wow. Like a bus station here. Can we get 1,000 likes before the end of the show, saying Loopy? Yes, if anyone's watching on YouTube, hit that like button if you haven't already. Would be absolutely amazing to hit 1,000 likes before we wrap this live stream up for you guys. I don't think we need many. Here's that A200 series. Yeah, that's probably a point, Lee. A lot of these were delayed and moved around because of the power outage at Terminal 3. So maybe that's why we're seeing a lot at the moment. But most of these are arriving, though. Kind of a gusty day here at Manchester as well.
Yeah, Architect, yeah, that Metroliner is definitely not going to be in by 1:10. Not a chance. It's at least 40 minutes away, that. So, yeah, we'll get the Qatar in, I think, and then wrap today.
Yes.
Yeah, I think our only option, MatCam-wise, now is to look at other providers, I think, but I'm not totally convinced on how much improvement they will give us.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one, really.
Here's that Max coming in. Again, looking very photogenic. Yeah, probably has a headwind, the Metroliner.
Yeah.
With it only being a little prop plane, it's probably going to affect it quite a lot. High altitude winds. 4 more likes, saying Loopy. Wow, that came around quick.
Cheers, everyone. And there we go. There's the 1K likes as well. Thank you very, very much, guys.
Cheers all. Appreciate every one of you.
But there it is. The Qatar 777-300 next to arrive in from Doha. And the EasyJet vacating off in front of us from Gibraltar to make way for that Qatar triple to touch down on 23 right.
Lee saying they need 2 for a full house. Wow, Lee, what have you got left? People playing bingo along. Exclamation bingo, although it might be a bit late to start playing now. But any future shows at Manchester? Exclamation mark bingo in the chat and it'll give you a link to play along live. There she is, the beautiful all-white bodied Qatar 777 from Doha. Nice wide-body airplane to wrap today's live show up with in the sun as well.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Qatar Airways operating multiple times per day at Manchester Airport, alternating between the triple and the Dreamliner. But they did used to send in the occasional A350 and almost ended up sending the A380 as well. But I think Manchester's a bit limited on the amount of jumbo jets they can receive throughout the day, with Emirates flying 3 380s a day, taking up that one stand at Terminal 1 that can facilitate the A380 with jet bridges. Cheers AL80C in the chat. Big shout out to David for operating that today, and
cheers, mate.
Lots of good information being posted in the YouTube chat. A nice addition to the live shows, relaying the information from air traffic control to you guys in real time.
Thanks to all the mods for all the help today as well. Really appreciate it, everyone. Helps a lot. Simon King, thank you very much, dude. Glad you enjoyed it.
Flabber say, just a reminder, 58 days till it's Asfair. Hyped. There we go.
Mega. And Matt Smith has been packing up on the south side again. 10 out of 10s for Matt. It's been a struggle today for him, but he did a great job anyway, bringing us all the awesome views over from the south side. And big shout out to Andy up on the roof as well for looking after us here on the main runway. And thanks to all you guys in the chat. Thanks to all the moderators for supporting us as well through today's show. We really do appreciate it. And we're going to be back live tomorrow from Vancouver, Canada. So make sure you tune in for that with Henry Temby. And we're going to head back to the office now and carry on with Project Net. And more on that to come as and when we can. I also need to phone EE as well, guys. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you for all the support. Thanks for all the gifted messages. Thanks for the gifted subs, rather. We really appreciate it, all the donations, new VIP sign-ups, and all the likes as well. We'll be back live from Manchester on Sunday with Apron Camp. But for now, from myself, Martin, Andy up on the roof, we've been Airliners Live, you've been Mega, and we will see you all next time. See ya.
Right, let's hurry up, Andy. We got more fishing nets to make. I don't think they notice. I don't think they think it's fishing nets. Nah. 1 or 2 people notice we're making fishing nets, but yeah, no one else knows. Secret's still safe.